For the last 16 years, I've been chasing happiness, success, health, and fulfillment. At the age of 18, I dropped out of college to start my own business, and since then, I've been living on my own and doing whatever it takes to reach my full potential. At a very young age, even before most of my friends graduated from college, I was already making millions of dollars. But I haven't been successful in all areas of my life. Throughout my entrepreneurial journey, I've also lost a lot of money. I lost friends, I've had multiple heartbreaks, and I never felt that I got my health into peak performance. Over the course of the last 2 years, I've gone through a spiritual enlightenment journey. Meditation and breathwork has become part of my daily rituals. Different modalities like plant medicine such as ayahuasca, cacao, CBD, psilocybin mushrooms, and I even traveled to South America to experience sacred rituals, all in the quest to reach my full potential. As I continue this quest towards full human and spirit optimization, I kept coming across the name Aubrey Marcus. It seems like the more research I conduct, the more people I talk to, the more times I come across his name. But who is this Aubrey Marcus? We arrived in Austin, Texas, a full day before our scheduled interview. My goal is to spend today shadowing Aubrey at the Onnit headquarters. Come here, Jeff. I'm going to clear your energy since you're not feeling well. Season 5. Close your eyes. All right, Vix, you're up. Just think of great energy, bro. Called Palo Santo. You know, like when you're on a plane or you're around a lot of people, there's obviously there could be evil eyes, or there could just be a lot of negative energy, bad energy that you can pick up on a lot of that. So this is just clearing the air, clearing your energy, be fresh. You know, we gotta bring that big energy. Let's go. Ever heard of anyone in an open relationship before?
No, I tried to swing it by my boyfriend, he wasn't having it.
Oh, you tried to swing it to your boyfriend, he wasn't having it? And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. We just got here, guys. We're ready to meet up with the CEO himself, Aubrey Marcus, Onnit, Austin, Texas. We're about to dive in. Hey, how you doing, Gerard?
Ian,
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. This is Jeff.
What's up, Jeff? What's up?
Brian here.
What's up, Brian?
Hello, I'm Brian.
Nice to meet you, man. First time here?
Well, I've been to Austin, but first time here at Onnit, so.
Right on.
Yeah.
You want to take a little tour?
Sure, that'd be great. Oh, yeah, baby. But like, even if you look at Aubrey's, if you look at even like Aubrey, like I look at like the way how he's in shape, it's like a different kind of fit. It almost looks like caveman fit. All the muscles, like everything, it's got this different kind of masculinity to it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Not just inflated, you know, I want to look good in my clothes, I want to look good with a bathing suit on, like no, like core strength. You know what's cool about it? You know, it reminds me also, it's kind of like 300. Like if you were gonna go into war, like you call some Onnit motherfuckers, they're gonna show up. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to see what it's like to get a workout in like this.
You're gonna have fun today.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Dick, I've never seen these before. How does this work? Can you show me a movement?
Yeah. You can keep it super simple and just do like the extensions.
Trying to learn how to use it, bro. Yeah.
Coaching you.
Yeah, man. What's up? How you doing? Chilling, brother. Chilling. Man, I feel like I was just saying. I feel like. Thanks, man. I mean, I want now. Ah, shit! I better not talk too soon.
Yeah, don't get too cocky about that. Doing a couple club pullovers. You're fucking stunning.
Yeah. I was just saying, man, you come in here and all of a sudden you feel like you're ready to join 300. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of Leonidas over here. I'm excited, man. I want to get destroyed. I mean, this is
destroyed.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Stephanie's one of my best friends, a designer that handles everything you've ever seen for the
No way. You're the graphic designer? You're epic.
Oh, awesome, Kyle is our director of human optimization, the only one in the building that knows more and can lift more than me.
Entering Aubrey's office, I quickly learned a lot about him. He lives and breathes everything he preaches. Small running waterfalls to create a natural ambience, incense burning creating a flow of good vibes, Palo Santo at his reach in case he needs to clean his energy, statues and images of samurai warriors and samurai swords, all which represent to honor and serve your community. On the other side, a bookshelf sits with all his daily supplements, along with a small fridge stacked up with natural sparkling H2O. At the side of his desk sits a small trampoline, and I've seen Tony Robbins use trampolines to get into flow state. At the center of his office is the famous table used to film his weekly podcast, The Aubrey Marcus Show.
This was a Christmas sweater. It didn't quite work out. You coming to dinner tonight?
Yeah.
It's all, so we're all going like cheesy Christmas themed.
Oh shit, so I gotta go buy
If you want to try this, if you want to wear this fucking
Hell yeah!
Yeah, all right, that's yours. I brought that for you.
Sick!
So tonight is the first night that I'll be hanging out with Whit and her boyfriend, but they're gonna be together. It's like their night.
Wow.
So like, and we've never actually done that. Always when we're together, since we're primary partners, we're together, and then the other people are just in the periphery. But tonight,
Oh, interesting.
so tonight, like she'll be sitting with him, I'll be sitting with my girl Steph, and
So it's both your girlfriend and her boyfriend.
yeah. So I have two girlfriends.
That's so interesting because
But it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real interesting.
Okay, let me stop here for a second. Aubrey is currently in an open relationship with his fiancée, Whitney. Tonight's dinner will be the first time Whitney will be on a date with her boyfriend while Aubrey is in the same room. Aubrey will also be taking his other girlfriend. So what are open relationships? By definition, it is a marriage or relationship in which both partners agree that each may have sexual relations with others. Aubrey has been vocal and public about his open relationship with his fiancée Whitney for a while.
Whitney.
Hi.
Hi, babe.
Hey, here I am.
Here you are. So for those of you who don't know, Whitney and I have been in an open relationship for 5 years. And I think we can call it an open relationship, although I don't think we knew what the hell we were doing for the most part in what we were doing. But certainly coming up with the rules that made sense and the ways that we could come up with agreements and talking to the people that were available. But man, we really learned a lot.
So many questions are popping up in my head. Would I be able to do this? How would someone handle the jealousy of knowing your partner is with someone else?
And then she's going to spend the month of December with him. So she's going to get the opportunity to like really deepen that relationship with her boyfriend. And I'm going to be off by myself, just, dropping into my own personal care. So this will be like a real interesting experience. It's been in the forefront of my mind for a long time. And I know it's a healthy step because I think it's healthy for her to see the fruition of what that relationship could be without the constraints of time and having to focus on us as a priority partnership and just be radically free to experience that relationship to its maximum potential.
Right.
And then see what that's like. And meanwhile, for me, I'll get an opportunity to be completely free of all obligation, from work to relationship to spiritual obligation and then just breathe into my own space. So.
Right.
But, certainly tons of fears that come up, but we did, to our credit, we got a couple days in Tulum where we got to like love each other at our maximum potential.
Oh, really?
So if this, for whatever reason ends up being a decision that, we want to split for whatever reason.
Wow.
We went out like fucking warrior poets, man. We went out, like we loved each other so hard and enjoyed each other so much that, it's hard to have regrets when you give it everything. So,
Wow.
And if there is that if for you.
no doubt. No doubt, because she
See, I'm
hasn't
thinking
even-
like you guys had that conversation, and it's like she's like that's never gonna happen. You're number one. You're like the.
No.
It's not.
I mean, she has an indication that she thinks,
Yeah.
but she also hasn't been able to reach, like her love curve has just been on an escalation with her boyfriend. So like she hasn't seen what the fruit, how far does that go? How far will that extend? And he's a radically different person than me.
Wow.
So will that combination at this particular time in her life yield the greatest benefit for her? Potentially. You know, like there's no way to say that it wouldn't. And would a different partnership be the greatest potential for me? Will that be something that I decide independently on my own? So both of us will have to come together with a new, radical new perspective to see like, all right, now where are we? Now what's up? Which is really, and for me, I'm the type of person that like, you know, I'm gonna go feel it. Like I'm gonna feel it all
You're
the way.
going all in to
I'm
feel
going
it.
all,
Yeah.
and she's more like, we don't have to think about this now. Like, let's worry about that then. I'm
Yeah.
like, I wish I could worry about that then, but like, I gotta like feel this now.
Oh, wow.
Like, I gotta feel what it might feel like.
Yeah, exactly.
That this might be the last night we spend in bed together. And she's like, don't say that. I'm like, it could be. And she's like, I know, but why do we gotta go there?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
because I can go no other way. Like, I gotta acknowledge, you know, and enjoy this kiss like it might be our last.
Wow, that's interesting to hear you say that because I thought, I felt like you're so in tune with the presence that you're almost like, whatever happens, happens.
There is a
I'm
part
not
of me
gonna
that's
go
like that.
there. Okay.
There is a part of me that's like that. And then there's a part of me that's in full premeditation, because that's the CEO side.
Right.
Like, what happens if?
Yeah.
Will I be okay if?
Oh,
you know, like,
wow, yeah.
like how will I?
But you know deep down inside that then that was what was meant.
Totally. So it's the combination of, I would like to be able to live more without needing to figure anything
Right,
out.
right.
So just with absolute radical trust, even when the unknown is so large. But for me, I like to collapse the unknown into a variety of different possibilities and be at least relatively okay with those possibilities, but not indulge the possibilities so much that I have to live in a state of depression as if we've already been separated. You know, so I'm still in this kind of intermediary stage, but I know ultimately, regardless of what happens, it happens for the best.
I'm excited to see how Aubrey's going to be able to handle being around his fiance with her boyfriend tonight. But you know what? This whole concept to me is just like completely opening up my mind and my heart. Could this be a path to true love?
People think, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym for 45 minutes, I'm gonna do all my fitness, I'm gonna cram it in, I'm gonna crush it, and that's all I gotta move all day. The rest of the day, the rest of those 23 hours, I'm gonna be in a bed or I'm gonna be in a chair, and I'm good. Well, that's not really how human beings are designed. So we got a workout coming up.
Oh, shit.
I want to make sure I got my game right.
Yo, man,
So
I need to get my
I got
game
a,
up
I got
right.
a
What you mean?
my mineral electrolytes, which is our hydration drink, designed to keep your minerals and your electrolytes in the prime condition. Like Gatorade is bullshit.
Okay.
You know, like nobody should be drinking that. It's just full of corn syrup and the most minimal amount of the elements that you need to support your muscles. So this has the real stuff that you need: the sodium, the magnesium, the potassium, the calcium, a little bit of palatinose, which is a carbohydrate that's metabolized really well during training. So I put a little bit of that in there, a little bit of glutamine, which is good for both athletic performance as well as gut health. I'm taking it mostly for gut health because I've been doing bad things to myself when I was in Tulum. And then we got our Shroom Tech Sport, which has been shown in clinical research to help with high-intensity interval training, which I'm sure we'll be a part of. And then beta-alanine, which is another one of our products. That's going to be helpful for endurance and strength as well. So I'm taking the full stack.
Fire.
Yeah.
Can I get some stacks?
Yeah, get some stack. Let's get some stack.
So is this what you would consider your pre-workout? Because I know like a lot of pre-workout companies, is that a lot of it shit
Well,
too?
we have some, most
Like
of
there's
it.
like-
Most of it's super stimulant driven. We have another type of pre-workout that's particularly geared towards strength. It's called Total Strength and Performance. I'm gearing this one more towards aerobic capacity, and none of these have stimulants in them, so you're not going to feel all like wiry.
So
or-
how do you go about like creating this stuff? Like, is this like science? You're like, you love going in the lab, you love.
Well,
having
you
to do
can
stuff?
really just go to PubMed and start looking at the ingredient research. That's the place to start. And then once you get past the ingredient research, then you put together the combinations, and then you take the combinations and then you put those in clinical trials to make sure that they have efficacy against placebo. And that's really the goal.
How often are you still launching launching a lot of new products?
All the time.
All the time, right?
All the time. I mean, because
That's
science evolves, you know,
Yeah.
and different research just continues to advance. So you now have every advantage that I have in the gym. It is a fair competition. We'll see who bows out first. So I'm gonna do a little team meeting here for about 40 minutes or so.
Sounds good.
And get changed, and then I'll meet you in the gym and we'll fucking get after it.
I'm gonna check out the rest of his office, and then I'm gonna start to prepare mentally for this upcoming workout. This is where all the money's made.
Creative ways to keep it nice and
Can I peep it for a sec?
Yeah.
Jeff, this is what you need, bro. I'm assuming a lot of editing goes down back here. Yeah. Just like social content.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Gerard.
Nice to meet
Pleasure
you.
to meet you as well. How long you been here with Onnit?
About a year.
For real?
Yeah.
How you like it?
I love it. It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, right? What do you love most about the
Man. I
culture?
love the gyms right here.
Oh, man.
All the people here. It's a great vibe every day.
I feel you.
They take care of us.
I need to try that.
You haven't had any?
No,
You
I
want
gotta
some?
try it.
I'll get you some right now.
Yeah, word. I would love to try some.
Just stick. Enough for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. Just mix it with some water.
Let's go. Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's a little sport court.
What? Can I go shoot a couple hoops, bro?
Yeah.
What? This is so sick.
Sprinter's position, and then you're just gonna rotate back and stretch your hamstring 10 times. Pedal out the calves a little bit. The quads a little bit. How's your running game?
I can run.
Okay. Mileage is gonna get to 0.1, and as soon as it gets to 0.1, we're gonna trade off. You're gonna jump right on the treads.
Oh, this is way doper than a treadmill.
Last set, here we go. Almost there. Yeah, buddy. That warm-up is no joke. Oh, it's a warm-up, baby. We haven't even brought out the toys yet.
Oh my God. I can feel it in my little ass. Ooh.
Okay, so it's gonna be a compound movement. 2 parts to it. Yeah, so this one goes and the other one just kind of slides to catch it. So we're gonna mix this with a squat and just keep it in tight to your belly. 17 more.
I had not optimized my health,
Yeah.
my body at all.
Key is to activate like the different power systems of the body. So make sure you're doing a little cardio, doing a little muscular endurance, doing a little strength, doing a little power.
You designed these, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking dope. Ooh. Ooh.
Want to see some of this cool shit you can do this?
Yeah, fucking yeah. That's the shit. That's the shit that gets you ripped. That's the secret weapon right there. That's the secret weapon right there. He just gave you a glimpse. I'm gonna practice that shit, bro.
All right, so we're gonna do 1 set, maximal effort for sheer power. Okay. So the idea is you're gonna try and throw this ball as high up in the air as you can get. Okay. So like try to hit the ceiling.
All right, now I'm gonna embarrass myself. All right, here we go.
So people think of all training in like sets, you know?
Right.
But like, that's cool for training and it's a good way to do it, but every once in a while, like in real life, sometimes you just need to do something once.
Yeah.
So like training occasionally, maximal effort 1 rep is also like an important way to like remind the body like, oh shit, sometimes you just need to throw someone off you or like need to fucking move something out of the way.
Right.
So every once in a while mixing that in is healthy.
I really hope I don't hit nobody. Know me, I'm gonna throw backwards.
I would scoot forward a little bit. Yeah. But we're gonna trade off doing 100 meters apiece until we get to 1,000 meters. So basically the same as we did for our feet, we're now doing for our arms. That's it.
Nice.
Short and sweet.
I love it. Honestly, it's kind of like what I was hoping for. It's like being a King Arthur and pulling out the Excalibur.
Yeah.
And like, so many of us don't realize how much left is inside of us.
Yeah.
And even like, even doing this, like really getting my body into using all these different muscles, man. Like, I don't know, I just felt like I was tapping into different inner strength that I didn't know I don't ever get to use.
Right.
You know, even just by doing the one thing, man, like, instead of like
max power.
Max power, one
What is
thing.
the most you can summon at one given moment if you really had to?
Yeah,
What is
man.
the most you could give?
Felt really fucking good, man. Felt badass, bro. Aubrey, really inspires me, and I hope he's inspiring you in all aspects of your life. Go all in on you. Push yourself, even when you think you can't go no more. That is when, even when you're in your darkest moments, man, that is where your true power lies. That's where your true character lies. Most of us go and we die, and we don't ever really truly tap into that until it's too late. Thank you, brother, for allowing people, regardless.
Of course, brother.
Onnit, I feel like, embraces this culture, and even past like all the amazing things that you're bringing to the world, I feel like you're creating this window of people to kind of like see what's inside them already, and then just optimizing it even more, man. So, thank you, bro. I'm a fucking fan, man. I am like, honestly, I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of Onnit.
Yeah, you already are.
Yeah, man.
You're right here, man. You
Hell
got
yeah.
it in your heart.
Bro,
like
100%.
Onnit is not about products. It's not about a place. It's about a state of mind. And it's about a state of your heart. And
love it.
You're as honored as any one of them.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
So these are a blend of sacred herbs like they would use in a traditional lodge, but this is a modern sauna, but still having the herbs and the water helps evoke some of those same sensibilities and helps make it even more of a transformational experience, even beyond the metabolic changes that are happening from the temperature and all the adaptations that the body's making, activating that kind of spiritual memory of those times I spent in the Temazcal and in the sweat lodge, and so enhances the experience.
How did you tap into that during all the years of being building on it?
Well, I mean, the first thing was experiential through the plants. Through that first psilocybin vision quest I did when I was 18, which was almost 20 years ago, through a consistent process of working with the plants, unlocking my own higher wisdom. And I had different teachers at different stages. Toltec wisdom was big for me. Started with Castaneda, who's a bit of a crazy person in real life, but had a really powerful philosophy for me when I was younger, and Don Miguel Ruiz, Eckhart Tolle, and then Ted Decker's come on as a really important mentor, and probably the most powerful mentor now for me is a guy named Paul Selig. And Paul Selig, to me, really teaches the core truths, the core metaphysical truths, knowing who you are, what you are, and how you serve, all on the pathway to becoming free, free of all your fear, free of all your limitations.
So do you think you have fear? I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
you show up like, you know,
Scared all the time.
Spartan.
But that's, if you don't have fear, you don't have courage. Like, we're here for courage, and courage requires fear. Courage is acting in the face of fear. Yeah, I have fear all the time, but it's always an opportunity to practice courage.
We just pulled up to Fix. We're gonna be going in and meeting up with Aubrey Marcus. Now, this is a unique situation. For the first time ever, he's opened up about how he's feeling, because this is where his fiance is with her boyfriend. They're in this open relationship. It's the first time they've ever been all together. And you know, you can kind of see the little bit of like unease and fear. One thing I learned about Aubrey is he likes to put himself in the uncertain, in the uncomfortable, in the hard situations, because he probably knows that's where his growth is. Go in, check it out, see what it's gonna be like.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas,
Love you guys.
We arrived early before Aubrey. Whitney and her boyfriend were the first ones to arrive. Whitney is wearing the red Santa outfit. To the right of her is her boyfriend. I noticed Whitney was sitting at the edge of the table. Would Aubrey be sitting next to them? Would they be talking to each other tonight? I grew anxiously anticipating Aubrey's arrival. How would they handle this situation?
My favorite analogy is saying, like, that's like toasting bread by walking into a burning house and holding a piece in your hand, right? Like, that's going into open relationship for the sex. I use the symbol of the samurai as kind of my symbol, and the word samurai actually means to serve. Like, people think of these great warriors who are conquering and whatever, but the word samurai means to serve. The word minister was actually discussing washing the feet of the congregation. It's ministering to their people. Like, and a good leader is someone who cares deeply for all the people on his team and is willing to be the first to take the arrows if stuff goes wrong, is willing to be the one who encourages those doing all of the different tasks.